Okay, first quick tidbit, Black Barbies is actually kind of a follow-up or a response to Black Beatles by Rare Sremmurd. So this video is going to be not only about what Nicki Minaj is trying to say, but also I'll point out some of the places that she samples it. I think I'm also going to explain Black Beatles later, so you should go watch that video too. Let me explain. Hey everybody, my name is Clifford Stemmy. I'm the Pop Song Professor and welcome to my channel where we're all about helping music lovers like you to understand the deeper meanings of popular songs so that you know what your artists are saying and can enjoy your music more. Today we're talking about Black Barbie by Nicki Minaj. And just to start off, you should probably know that Black Barbies is a little bit of a play off of the title Black Beatles. The Beatles were one of the most popular sensational rock bands in the 60s and the 70s, and one of the most important bands in the history of music. And coincidentally, they were white. So when the rap duo Ray Sremmurd calls themselves Black Beatles, so they're trying to say that they're the black version of that ingenuity and all of that artistic excellence. When Nicki Minaj calls herself a Black Barbie in response to the Black Beatles, in response to the Beatles, she's saying she's got all that artistic excellence, but she's also beautiful. And that kind of leads into the first lines of the song. She says, "Mike Will made it, nigga, Strem life, Black Barbies in the city," which is just a reference to Ray Sremmurd. When she says, "You sent flowers, but I wish I didn't receive them, all your lies, I wish I didn't believe them," she's actually referring to lines from the Black Beatles song. They kind of said them from the male perspective, and now she's kind of saying them from the female perspective. Later in verse 1, Minaj describes herself, "I'm a effing black Barbie, pretty face, perfect body," and says that she has pink seats in the Rari, which could be a reference to the cream seats in the Regal that they sing about in Black Beatles. Probably the most stand-out-ish aspect of the song is a lot of like the cultural references to people and different things. That and the fact that it's constantly about self-definition and kind of Minaj putting herself out there as the best. It's one of those rap songs. She sings, "Always F him like I'm sorry, who the F is gonna protect her? If I really got a checker, Peter Piper picked a pepper, and my cake is triple decker," which is probably a reference to her wealth. The other couple of lines in there are about her like taking down other female singers or rappers, which bears the striking parallelism to male rapper songs. Out of the ones that I've listened to, it always seems that male rappers argue and fight with male rappers, and in this case, it seems like Nicki Minaj is continuing the trend, and as a female rapper, she's arguing with female rappers. It's interesting that they're segregated like that, and if you guys know of a crossover, I'd love to hear about it. When she mentions no flex zone, she's talking about a collaboration she did with Ray Sremmurd, and verse 2 is really a lot about self-definition and kind of like her vision of herself as the greatest. She says, "You gonna be floating in dem rivers like you know Joan," a reference to Joan Rivers, just kind of a pun off of her name, and that's if you go up against Nicki. She says, "Island girl, Donald Trump want me go home." She was actually born in Trinidad, so this is a reference to that heritage, even though it's not really possible or likely that Donald Trump could actually send her back. In this case, I would accuse her of riding a cultural wave of anger against him, because in all reality, his comments on immigration probably have nothing to do with her. It's almost like she's trying to align herself with people who are afraid of that sort of thing, even though she really does have nothing to be afraid of, as far as deportation goes. She defines herself by her wealth when she sings, "Still pull up with my wrist looking like a snow cone," which is probably just a reference to a lot of diamonds that she's wearing. She refers to another female rapper when she sings, "She said she got a hit record, I said, ooh shit, picked up my phone because I had to call bullshit," because nobody can be as good as Nicki in this case, right? And when she sings, "All these bitches is my son, should be sucking my tits," she's kind of referring to all of these other female rappers and saying like they're kind of like younger than her and they're inexperienced, and she's kind of like the mother of them all and will always be better than them. And then finally I want to point out the outro, which is actually sung by Sway Lee, a member of Ray Sremmurd, and it's an exact sample from Black Beatles. It's just, there's a lot of vocoder, so it's really hard to make out the words unless you know what they are already. Yeah, so Black Barbies is a very simple song. It's just kind of Nicki Minaj saying like, "I'm the greatest, you're never gonna be better than me," and also is an opportunity for her to work together with people she likes from Ray Sremmurd. There's a few personal and cultural references sprinkled here and there, but in the end it all amounts to, "I'm the best, and none of these other female rappers are ever going to be as good as me." Hey everybody, hopefully you have a better understanding of Black Barbies by Nicki Minaj. If that's something that you're excited about, don't forget to join the song meaning community, check out some other videos on this channel, and comment below a song that you'd like to hear me explain. That's all for now. Talk to you later.